Hi everyone, it's Angie. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I've been on. We've had a lot going on lately. We find out in the next few days if our business has sold. We're wanting to retire and travel and take off in our motorhome, so we're hoping to find that out in the next few days. So I've been all tied up with that kind of stuff and haven't been much in my craft room much, but I did finish this sewing journal and I wanted to show it to you. Got a zipper here on the front and some pattern pieces, some yo-yos. I have a whole big bag of yo-yos I got at an estate sale, and this is all sewn, and this is part of the quilt that I have been cutting up pieces off of for a while. And it's got some alcohol ink dyed seam binding and bead, and it's got a scissor charm here, and here's the back. So let's go in and take a look. Well, if I can pull the right one and open it. You had a whole bag full of work basket magazines that I used in this, and some other sewing stuff that I've been collecting for a while because I've been wanting to do one for a while. So here's some old hook and eyes that I put on there. A tag, vintage print there, and this came from Pinterest, I believe. And there's a tag with a pattern piece sewn onto it. There's a lot of pattern pieces used in this. This pocket here is made out of a pattern piece. An old piece of lace there, some stamping, and a button card with, it says Lady Washington Pearls, and I put some pearl buttons on there. And some rickrack. These pages are avocado stained. They have the pink cast to it. That's why I made the outside pink. I wanted to coordinate all that. Here's some pattern piece that I gathered on my sewing machine. This is one of those work basket booklets or envelopes that the magazines come in. And this was, I love tatting, and it's got some tatted dress ornament advertisement here, so I thought that was kind of cool. I would love to learn tatting when I retire. Maybe I can do that. Here is the outside of a seam binding that I put some tea-stained paper onto. Tuck that under with a button, and another piece of pattern. And some fabric collages. Here's a tag that's made from old papers into a lace pocket. Then there's some stitching. I actually didn't do that, but I live close to a dressmaker. Actually, one of my businesses is close to hers, and she gives me a lot of her pieces of stuff that she throws out, and so that's one of the pieces that she gave me. This is part of a zipper, the paper that the zipper comes in, so I made a tag out of that and put some tea-stained paper on the back. I love this houndstooth, I think it's called houndstooth check pattern paper. It always reminds me of suits and fabric and stuff, so I wanted to use that. And there's some measuring tape. There's another yo-yo. I love this button card. That came from Pinterest. And I put these buttons, and look how well that button matched that card. I thought that was neat. And this is an old measuring tape that I have that I cut up. And here's a bead that I'd made. This is one of those magazines that were in that whole bag of things I got. And I put a a rickrack card in there. There's a whole big pocket. This is a seam binding package that I made a tag to slide into for a journal spot. The button and some rickrack there on the top. There's some graph paper. That reminds me of sewing because you can write things out and draw things out, patterns and stuff. And I tucked these old scissors. I love that. That was Pinterest as well. Tucked that up under there. This is a little booklet that I made from pattern pieces with a vintage button and some more rickrack and some graph paper. And there's a fabric corner tuck. And this is one of the pages out of those work basket books. I remember these bedroom and living room sets. I remember my grandmother having those, like on the back of your chair and on the arms of your chairs. Tells you how old I am. These are some of my favorite things. These are pattern envelopes that she had. Some lady that I got this off of, she had cut the front off of these and put the envelopes down in a big manila envelope and taped the front on these onto the envelope. But aren't those cool? And there's a center. And here's some tracing paper patterns that was in with that work basket book. And these were in a bunch of buttons I had. They look like old garter hose. I don't know what you can call those things, but I remember my grandma wearing those too. And this is an old envelope that was in that book. Modern Handcraft. And here's another one of those pages that I just made an envelope out of. And tuck those under. And there's a lace flip. And I found this on Pinterest and I thought this was kind of neat. Different blouse pins. This is a zipper. This is a zipper. You fold this up. This is what the zipper came in. And so I made a journaling spot on here. There's all the instructions. I thought that was kind of cool. And here's just some ephemera, English needles, and journaling spot on the back. Here's an old envelope. Another journaling spot. This is a piece off of a shirt. You can see the buttonhole. I just glued that on there. Here's a tag that has some I forgot to put my phone on airplane mode and it's telling me something. I hope that didn't mess up the video. I'll have to see here. There's the modern handcraft part of it. I just sewed it onto a actually I can't think tonight, it's too late. What do you call those? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. File index cards. Here's a tag pocket. This has this pattern piece from a pattern from some baby clothes that I had, and an old piece of fabric there. This is a packaging for some hem facing. I just made a tag for that. Make sure I'm in frame here. And this just comes off and it opens up. Let me pin it back on. I zigzag stitched around here. And I just have that paper clipped on here. This is the other end of that envelope that the work basket little magazines come in. Here's a tag. These I always find these in with buttons and stuff. I'm not sure. It's some kind of a closure for clothing, but I'm not sure what it is. There's a tag, and it slides in here. Piece of a doily, old ephemera, scissors. There's the work basket. And there's another one of those work basket envelopes. Or that's the modern handcraft, this one was. And it's got one of my dangle tags that I make in there. And another piece of that fabric with the stitching on it. And the last page has a half of a doily cut at an angle with a ratty tag there. So I hope you enjoyed that, and thanks for stopping by, and hope to see more of you soon here when I don't have to work so much. Talk to you later. Bye.